Let's talk about how much you should save in your emergency fund and go over some ways that the savings positively impact your life. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Brandon Copeland, aka Professor Cope, and you are now tuned in to another episode of Coping with Money. If you've been keeping up with Coping with Money, then I'm sure you've heard me say we've got to make our money work for us. But as important as that is, there's a crucial step we have to take before we can safely start investing. We need to build an emergency fund. We're all taught from a young age the importance of saving our money, but many of us are never told what we're actually saving for. You might think that a number in your bank account isn't nearly as exciting as investing in the stock market or taking that vacation that you've always wanted. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it isn't. But it is one of the most important financial steps you can take, especially when you're trying to chase financial freedom. So today, I wanted to go over some ways that an emergency fund can benefit your life right now and talk a little bit about how much you should have saved in your emergency fund. An emergency fund can be used for a variety of situations, the first of which is right there in the name. Having some money stored away protects us in the event of an emergency or unexpected expenses. For example, let's say you're skating at Skateland in Maryland. You're a 7th grade kid, a little husky, a little rough around the edges, but it's the last song playing before you got to get to your travel basketball league game. Game over, by Little Flip comes on. So you go out and skate one more time around the ring, but you fall this time and you happen to break the growth plate in your ankle. Our emergency fund not only helps cover the medical expenses, but also provides for us if we're unable to work while it heals. Now, 7th grader, not working, but you can go ahead and imagine how this story applies to your life. Whether it's car trouble or a burst pipe or a sudden change in our living situation, we can never predict everything that life will throw at us. But by keeping an emergency fund, we can be prepared for it. Building an emergency fund also helps us stay out of debt. Let's take the same ankle injury, for example. If we don't have the money for our medical bills, then we'd likely have to take out a loan or put it on a credit card. And if we can't pay that money back, now we're stuck paying interest on it too. One of the major hurdles to reaching financial freedom is debt, and a lot of times that debt can be caused by the natural obstacles that life throws at us. Our emergency fund doesn't just cover the cost of the emergency itself, but allows us to stay on even ground while we get it fixed. An emergency fund also allows for career changes. Earlier this year on Coping with Money, we talked about the Great Resignation and went over some ways to quit your job responsibly. One such way was to have an emergency fund handy. Having savings stored up gives you more freedom when it comes to your career trajectory. Sometimes, in order to protect our mental health, we need to leave an unfavorable situation. In these scenarios, it helps to rely a bit on our savings, especially if we can't line up another opportunity before leaving our current one. You might also find yourself applying for a position that pays less than your current one, but will help you get your foot in the door of your dream industry. Once again, it helps to have some financial leeway in the form of emergency fund while we're pursuing our goals. The best part about building an emergency fund is that we can reap the rewards and the benefits even if we never use it. Depositing money in a savings account means we can start building interest and over time take full advantage of compound interest. Although most regular savings accounts collect small amounts of interest, it's still a way to build on money that we're storing away anyway. For long-term savings, you can also look into high-yield savings accounts to grow your potential earnings. And if you're looking to start investing, this can be a great way to get a basic understanding of growing your money through passive income. And finally, on the same note, building an emergency fund allows us to begin taking steps towards true financial freedom. It's like I said, we've got to make our money work for us, and creating that financial safety net is one of the first steps towards investing with confidence. While a portion of our income remains safe in that emergency fund, we can start working with whatever is left over, and like they say, only invest what you can afford to lose. It also lets us take on slightly riskier or less liquid investments should we choose to do so. And also keep in mind, if stocks and real estate investing aren't your thing, then keep growing those savings. The better prepared you are for life's obstacles, the better you'll feel and the more confident you'll be able to attack those obstacles with. So by now, you're probably thinking, okay, Cope, you convinced me, but how much should actually be in my emergency fund? A healthy emergency fund typically contains 3 to 6 months salary or living expenses, but as always, you have to assess your situation and save as much as you reasonably can. Try to put away a consistent percentage of your income each month. This will help you stay on track and ultimately grow those savings. Creating your emergency fund not only helps you level the playing field financially, but also puts you in great peace of mind when it comes to your financial situation. It feels good knowing that you're protected in case of an accident, and that with a cushion stored up, you can truly begin paying down additional debts and making your money your employee through investing. To learn more about how you can build your emergency fund or other financial topics, visit kiplinger.com. As always, I wish you luck on saving up your emergency fund. Stay safe, stay blessed. Until next time, Coping with Money. I'll see you soon. Peace.